Hi guys, it's Arran again, and today I am here reviewing something Power Ranger related, but it's not something I would normally collect. It's from Loot Crate, and it's the for lack of a better term, as I'm gonna call it, it's the little Dino Megazord by Loot Crate. It was a Loot Crate exclusive. Now, I don't know the year this came out because Mum got it for me for my birthday. I don't think Loot Crate exists anymore. I think they might do. But at one point they got into liquidation because they were struggling with money. But I have also had things where someone has taken it over. So I don't know whether they're still going or not. But I have never done the Loot Crate things because Loot Crate is based in America, and obviously getting stuff from America to the UK is an expensive thing. I do know people that have done it, but I wasn't one of them. I do know where Mum actually got this because she showed it to me and asked me whether I wanted it. It was from Vintage, believe it or not, and it was brand new, hadn't even been opened. I'm going to turn around in the box now. Now, I think this is a Hasbro thing, or it could be a Hunter Bond thing. I'm not 100% sure. Or it could have been in between times where they both kind of owned the brand. I'll tell you one way I could probably find out. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I looked at the bottom. It is Hasbro. Because it's got a wacky great Hasbro sign on the bottom. It's all about playing the advertisement. But anyway, I'll give you a turn around of the box now. It's quite a plain box, really. So you can see it says Power Rangers Dino Megazord in a pretty cool font, actually. I kind of like the font, or not the font, the lightning bolt in the background. Coming around to the side, it says Loot Crate. Sorry guys. And coming around to the back, sorry, it's just pretty plain, really. It does say Loot Crate exclusive on the side of the box. I should have pointed that out. Sorry. And again, it actually says that on the back of the box as well. And it says adult collectible, not a toy, which I can attest to that it's not, because it is quite sharp in places. And it's for 17 plus, so basically 17 and up. But one of the things that I will say about Loot Craters, they did do some pretty cool Power Ranger stuff. Because I've got quite a few pins from them. Now, as I said, I'm going to bring it round to me for a second, guys. As I said, on the bottom it's got a massive blatant Hasbro logo and the Loot Crate logo, but then again, they are the companies that do it, so why not? So let's get this, Megazord out of the box. So here he is out of the box, very small, and he is quite cute, to be fair. Now, articulation wise, he has none. He's just like a figurine, basically. He has no articulation at all, which is a little bit disappointing, but then for something this small, do you really need articulation? I don't know. If you need articulation for something this small. The one thing I will say about it, or there's a couple of things, I do think the red should be a slightly brighter red and slightly metallic. But that's just me being nitpicky. He does also come with his power sword, which does come out of his hand, by the way, but it is very stiff to get it out of his hand. I will give you a turn around of him in a minute. And there are some sharp bits on him, like the power sword. Now, Loot Crate has done they've done another Megazord, but it's also a letter opener, so you can use the power sword as kind of a letter opener, which is pretty cool. And I have looked for that, but I've never been able to find that, unfortunately. So anyway, I'll give you a turn around of him now. So like I said, he has no articulation. He does look great though, that's the great thing about this, is he looks just like he's supposed to, but in like a miniature scale. One thing I will say is I think the horns are a little bit too tall, if you get my meaning. So you get all the detail on the back of all the other swords. You get the cannons, which don't move. I thought they moved when I first got this. So you get a lot of detail. Now, the wheels on the bottom half of the saber-tooth tiger guys, they don't look like wheels, they look like stubs to me. Or if they are meant to be wheels, they should have painted that. Not done it silver, they should have done them black. But the paintwork on this is amazing. It really is. Particularly the silver. But as I said, he has no articulation at all, because he's not intended to be used as an articulation thing. He's intended to be used as kind of a figurine. So basically there's nothing really left to do other than my ratings on him. So ratings on him, probably 8.5 out of 10 for him, because a couple of reasons. The red not being the right colour, quite the right colour, but the paintwork on this is great, it really is. The only thing I don't like about it is it's the red not being the right colour red, and it also not being metallic, and also the horns are slightly too long on the head. Sorry guys, didn't mean to do that. And if I turn it slightly, you'll see what I mean about the wheels of the saber-tooth tiger. They look almost like stubs rather than wheels. So don't get me wrong, I love this, but for those reasons it's getting like 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, it's still a great thing. So that's the end of this review, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.